Today we are going to start a new lesson from the Science 1. Name of the lesson, Effect of Electric Current. In these lessons, what we learn in this lesson, energy transfer in the circuit, heating effect of electric current and heating magnetic effect of electric current, and some major outline points of this lesson that today we are going to learn. These points are electric power, the watt, the commercial unit of electric energy, electricity bill, Joule's law, then right hand thumb rule, magnetic field due to current carrying conductor, magnetic field due to current through the circular loop of conducting wire. Okay, these points today we are going to learn. Before going to start the lesson, first of all we get clear, that means in standard 8, in standard 9 we clear that what is a good conductor of electricity and what material is a bad conductor of electricity. What is a good conductor? The material which has very low resistance power. The material which has very low resistance power is called good conductor of electricity. Which are these material? Gold, silver, copper, aluminum. These are material which is less resistance. Okay, now the material which has high electrical resistance called as insulator, that means bad conductor of electricity, called as an insulator. The material which has high electrical resistance is called an insulator of electricity. Example, rubber, wood, glass is called as an insulator or a bad conductor. Okay, then what is electric power? The first point of this lesson, that is electric power. Electric power means what? Electric work done per unit time. What is electric work done per unit time, or electrical energy used per unit time? Electric work done per unit time or energy used, electric energy used per unit time, called as a electric power. Its SI unit is a watt, denoted by capital W. Okay, that means what is electric work? Electric power denoted by P. P is equal to electric work done or electric energy used divided by time. That means energy used per unit time, that is called electric power. Okay, then next point, that is a watt. The watt, if 1 joule of electric work is done per second, then electric power is 1 watt. That means 1 joule work done, that means 1 joule of electric work is done in per second. Again I repeat it. What is watt? The watt, the name of the scientist, the honor of this scientist, the name of the unit is given to the watt. What is a watt? 1 joule of work, if 1 joule of work done in 1 second is called the watt. That means 1 watt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 second. Joule denoted by Z and second unit, 1 second denoted by S. Therefore 1 watt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 second. Okay, electricity bill. Electricity bill shows consumption of units and cost of electric energy. What is, someone asks, what is electrical bill? Electrical bill, energy consumed by you, and what is the cost of consumed energies, that is the electricity bill. Okay, when 1 kilowatt electric energy is used is termed as 1 unit of energy. What is the one? In your light bill you observe that 1 kilowatt. What is 1 kilowatt energy is used? Energy is used. That means it is termed as 1 unit of energy. 1 kilowatt energy when you consumed at your home, that is called a 1 unit of energy. Now Joule's law about heating effect of electric current. Joule is a scientist. Joule's law about heating effect of electric current. The quantity of heat produced in a conductor or resistance R when current I flows through the it for a time t, it's directly proportional to the square of the current and the resistance of the conductor and the time for which the current flows. That is a Joule's law. Again I repeat it, you cannot understand easily. Okay, the quantity of heat produced, that means heat denoted by H, quantity of heat produced in a conductor of resistance, R when current I flows through it for a time t. That means for time t when current flows through the conductor of resistance, okay, that is what we say, we are going to a heat produced in the conductor, heat produced in a conductor of resistance R while current I flowing through it for a time t, okay, is directly proportional to first current square of the current. That means what is heat energy produced in that conductor is directly proportional to square of the current, first square of current, resistance of conductor, and third time for which current flows. That is Joule's law. Again I repeat it and tell you explaining this law. What we are going to see, the quantity of heat produced in a in a conductor of resistance R while a current I passing through it for a time t. That means when current I is passing for a time t, then what amount of heat is produced in that conductor is directly proportional to first square of the current, second resistance of the conductor, and third time for which current flowing. For which directly proportional, square of current, second resistance of current, third for time which current flows. That means H, that is a heat produced in the conductor, heat is equal to I square into RT, or VIT is equal to V square upon R into T, where V is a potential difference across the conductor. Here H is expressed in a joule. That means V in the volt, I in ampere, R in ohm, and T in second. 1 calories is equal to 4.18 joules with V in volt. Okay, 1 ampere R in ohm, resistance in ohm, and time T and T in second. Then we have I square RT divided by 4.18 calories. Okay, the working of electric bulb, electric iron, fuse wire, etc. based on heating effect of electric current. Which instruments or which appliances are based on the heating effect? That is the heating, Joule's law for heating effect. How what amount of energy is heated in that conductor? Joule's law says that what amount of energy is produced in that conductor of the resistance when I is current flowing through it for a time t, then it is directly proportional to the square of current. Then second, directly proportional to resistance of the conductor, and third for time which the current is flow. That means for on that basis working of electric bulb at your home, everyone knows bulbs, everyone at your home's bulb is available. Electric bulb, electric iron, that means we are pressing our dress, fuse wires, etc. are based on the heating effect of electric current. Okay, when electric current is passed through the electric resistors or electric conductor, heat is produced in it. When electric current passing through the electric resistors or electric conductor, heat is produced in it. The passage of electric current through the conductor also produces magnetic field around it. Suppose this is an wire. Okay, look at here. Suppose this is an conductor. When electric current passing through this conductor, this is a conductor. Suppose, this is not a conductor, but you suppose this is a conductor. When electric current, we are giving the current from this side. When electric current passing through the electric conductor, heat is produced in it. Heat is produced in that conductor. Also produces magnetic field around the conductor. That means in that rounded way, magnetic field is produced. When current is passing through the conductor, it is heated. Heat is produced in this conductor, and also magnetic field is produced around the conductor. Okay, this effect, called as a magnetic effect of the current, was discovered by Hans Christian Ørsted. The unit of intensity of a magnetic field, the Ørsted, the named after him. That means heating effect of magnetic current. Again, I repeated this. Listen very carefully. Suppose this is a conductor. When we give the electric current to the conductor of resistance, the heating effect, that means what happens, heat is produced in that conductor. Heat is produced in that conductor and also produces magnetic field around it to the conductor. This effect is called magnetic effect of electric current, was discovered by Hans Christian Ørsted. The unit of intensity of a magnetic field, the Ørsted, is named after him. Then right hand thumb rule. The next point is that imagine that you have held a current carrying conductor, a straight conductor in your right hand in such a way that your thumb points in the direction of current. Then turn your fingers around the conductor, and direction of your finger is the direction of a magnetic lines of force produced by the current, like this. This is a right hand thumb rule. Okay, suppose this is a right hand thumb rule. Okay, suppose this is I hold the conductor. Okay, I hold the conductor in this way. In this way, I am not conducting here. Okay, that is right hand thumb rule. Imagine you have held. Imagine you are you have held a current carrying state conductor. Okay, in your right hand in such a way that your thumb points direction of the current. The thumb denotes direction of the current, and then turn your fingers around the conductor. Turn your conductor, the fingers turned out denotes the turn your fingers. Direction of the fingers is the direction of a magnetic lines. Magnetic lines. That means, okay, like this. Magnetic lines around it, current flowing through it, direction of the current, direction of the magnetic lines, and direction of the lines. Sorry, the position made by me for right hand thumb rule, this is wrong. Again I repeat it. This is the right hand thumb rule. Okay, this is a right hand thumb rule. Suppose suppose you have conducting a conductor in your right hand. Okay, that means direction of the thumb is direction of the current, and direction of the curved fingers is the direction of the magnetic field of the current. That means in the right hand, such a way that your thumb points, my thumb points the direction of the current, and turn the fingers around the conductor. Direction of the finger is direction of the magnetic field. This is right hand thumb rule. Before 2 minutes ago, I told you like this position. This is the wrong position. This is Fleming's right hand rule. This is a mistake by me. Sorry for that. This is actually right hand thumb rule. Okay. This is right. Only direction of the current and direction of the magnetic field. That is the right hand thumb rule. Okay. Then next point, magnetic field due to current carrying conductor. magnetic field. The intensity of the magnetic field produced at a given point is directly proportional to the current passing through the conductor. Then intensity of the magnetic field produced by the given current in the conductor decreases, the distance from the conductor increases. That means magnetic field. Next point of this lesson, that is magnetic field due to current carrying conductor. Okay, the intensity of the magnetic field, suppose, okay, this is a conductor. Okay, this is a conductor, we are we are giving the current to this conductor, then magnetic field is produced around it. That magnetic field produced at a point is directly proportional to the current passing through the current conductor. How much capacity, what is the intensity of the current, that means magnetic field is directly proportional to the current passing through it. Current, how much current is passing through it, at that at that proportional magnetic field is produced. And second, intensity of the magnetic field produced in the by a given current in the conductor decreases. That means magnetic field produced by a given current in a conductor is decreased as distance from the conductor increases. Distance from the conductor increases, the magnetic field decreases. That means distance from the conductor decreases, that means current in the conductor decreases, that means magnetic field is decreases. No, again I repeated this point. Intensity of the magnetic field, suppose current is flowing through this conductor, okay, magnetic field is produced around it. The magnetic field produced in by the given current, we suppose I give a magnetic electric current, magnetic field is produced by the given current in the conductor, in this conductor is decreases. Suppose which type of magnetic current is decreases as distance from the conductor, distance from the conductor increases, distance increases, magnetic field decreases. This is a magnetic field due to current carrying conductors. Okay, now magnetic field due to the current through the circular loop or conducting wire. Okay, now this point is that, 1 minute, the intensity of the magnetic field due to the current through a circular loop of a conducting wire is the maximum at the center of the loop. In the case of circular coil, magnetic field is proportional to the number of turns of the coil. That is, if there are n turns of loop, magnetic field produces will be n times that produced in the single loop. That means how much loops are present, that means magnetic field. Similar way, just we see in the straight conductor, in this second example, magnetic field through circular loop in a conducting wire. That means a wire is circulated, circular wire. The intensity of the magnetic field. What is the intensity of the magnetic field? Due to current carrying a circular loop of a conducting wire is maximum at the center. At center, circular wires, when we wounded the wire, circular wire, at center magnetic field, intensity of the magnetic field produces is maximum, or maximum at the center of the loop. In case of circular coil, the magnetic field, circular coil magnetic field is proportional to the number of turns of the coils. How much turns of the coil, on that depend upon magnetic field. What is magnetic field produced in a circular loop? How much circular loops, number of turns of the coils. That means if there are n turns of coils, if there are n turns of coils, coil loops, the magnetic field produced will be n times that produced in a by a single loop. Okay, that is, today we get information about these points from first. What is a good conductor, bad conductor, what is electric power, watt, then commercial unit of electric energy, then electricity bill, Joule's law, then right hand thumb rule, magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor, and circular loop. I think all of you understand it very well. If you have any problem, you may contact me. Okay, today we stop here. Thank you.